Once I figured out how to graph my data and how to use the highlighting and how to expand the titles, Excel was a very easy way to show this data. Thing 19 is digital storytelling. Digital storytelling is an exciting way to engage students in the learning process. When students are able to work collaboratively and explain the content area in their own words, it takes learning to a new level. Storybird and Animoto are two websites that are easy to navigate to create stories. Having the students personalize their take on a lesson or a story makes the learning more meaningful. I have the option on Storybird to purchase the books that are written by my students that they create or that I can create myself to keep in my future classroom as a library. Thing 20, blended or flipped classrooms. I have not been introduced to blended or flipped classrooms until this past year. I have learned that teachers can record lessons for their students to have access at home. The recorded lessons can benefit those that missed the class that day or those that are struggling with homework to use or to have students watch from home and receive homework help in class. Below is a screenshot of my YouTube channel where I conducted multiple screencasts that are available to the public. Allowing blended classrooms allows students to almost learn at their own pace at home, to have access to the different lessons and to go through them at their own pace. While in the classroom, it may be more of the pace of that the teacher needs to go. So when they have the access to these lessons outside of class, it benefits them and it benefits you because you can make sure and check in with each individual to make sure that they are getting the information that they need. I believe this blended and flipped classrooms are more beneficial for high school or middle school level, probably not any lower than middle school. I could still upload lessons onto my YouTube channel, but not necessarily have a fully flipped classroom. Thing 21, emerging technologies. As a future educator, I believe it is important to keep up with the new emerging technologies that my students are becoming familiar with. Below is a screenshot of a website called This Week in Education and shows you stories and what is going on in education in other areas of the world. This is another website called Digital Learning 24/7. Understanding technology enhances learning in the lives of today's students. Shows teachers and students how to use new technologies to better their education. I believe I can use these in my classroom to show students what is going on in education around the world, around their state, and have them do projects on it also. So I'm just not lecturing them about what's going on. I've learned so much already about my future classroom by exploring different ways to incorporate technology in my classroom. Thank you for listening to my screencast.